Well, guys, international break's officially here. It wouldn't be any other international break if an Arsenal player didn't come back injured. And look what's happened. Our captain is now on crutches. Yes, guys, we're going to go through everything today. All the latest injury news surrounding Arsenal Football Club and the international break. I just can't stand it because once again, Arsenal players coming back from there carrying injuries. We're going to give you all the latest news there today. And what does this mean, of course, for the options now against Tottenham, the North London derby coming up this weekend in terms of the midfield as well, guys. But make sure you guys hit like buttons up. If you are, make sure you do subscribe. We're on the road to 10k subscribers, and let's get into it today.
Welcome back, guys, to another Arsenal transfer news show.
Declan Rice has officially signed for Arsenal.
Players in before the start of the season. If this deal gets done before the start.
So we start with our captain, guys, Martin Odegaard. As confirmed here by Fabrizio, Odegaard is on crutches, returning to England to be assessed by the Arsenal staff. And you can see the picture of him there. If we zoom in, you can see his ankle. He's not wearing anything on his ankle whatsoever. He's on crutches. He's not looking good for Odegaard there at all. And how did this happen? Well, he was playing for his country, of course, playing for Norway last night. They played Austria. And this is what basically happened to Odegaard. And this is the Norway manager confirming on his injury. It looked painful in the dressing room. We know that was an ankle sprain. Those who have played football know with luck, it can turn out okay if the ligaments aren't torn. I'm not sure Arteta will call me to praise me. So there we go. It's science through his ankle, guys. It looked painful in the dressing room. They're saying that it's an ankle sprain. And it's one of those ones, 50-50, really, I would say, with this type of injury, because obviously I'm no doctor. But what I can say is it could be one of those ones that, is nothing and, he's just maybe rolled it and he's back very, very soon. Or it could be one of those ones that, you can go on for if, as this Norway manager is saying, with all the ligaments and stuff, guys, yeah. I mean, it can go on for quite a while, and it could take quite a while to obviously heal. But most likely with the ankle injury, I don't see him playing against Tottenham, guys. I think he's going to miss a Tottenham game. I genuinely think Odegaard will miss a Tottenham game. He may be back for the Champions League or the Man City game. But with this game on this game on Sunday coming up, he's picked up an injury, his ankle injury. I can definitely see the guy missing the game. And this is where we're at right now. Declan Rice will not be playing in the Tottenham game because he's suspended. We've got no Declan Rice. Our captain's now injured. Most likely will not play the game. If he plays the game, fair enough, but I don't see him playing. They're just putting the worst scenario here. So who's going to play in Odegaard's position? Are we going to bring back Kai Havertz Are we going to play Havertz into the midfield and play someone like Trossard or Gabriel Jesus because Jesus is back? Are we going to rush Jesus back up front and bring Havertz back into the midfield? Are we going to give a first ever start to 17-year-old Ethan Nwaneri? Could we see Nwaneri make his first ever Premier League start against Tottenham away from home? Is Arteta really going to throw this guy in for a big game, one of the biggest games of the season for Arsenal, away from home at Tottenham in the North London derby? The pressure on that kid, man, I don't see it happening. Partey's been playing in international break. He's someone that picked up an injury, so we'll probably play Partey there, guys. Jorginho's there. And then I'm struggling to think who else is going to play there. Because this is where we're at. Mikel Merino still injured, guys, as we know. He's out for another month. He's not back to October. Jorginho is available. Partey's available. We know he's a very injury-prone player as well. And then other than that, we have no, other than Ethan Nwaneri, again, he's 17 years of age, we have no other options there. Unless he tries things around, unless, you want to try Zinchenko in the midfield. He plays it for Ukraine. Julian Timber, I've seen people say, in the midfield. I hear it as well, to be honest. But this is where we're at, guys. And I'm not blaming this manager for the injury of Odegaard, because that's not his fault. I'm blaming Edu. I'm sorry. Like, listen, you can't sit here and say that we have good squad depth, because clearly we don't. This is a North London derby, and we're now sitting here and debating on whether we're going to play a 17-year-old kid in our captain's position in a North London derby game. And we're sitting here thinking about changing players who in unnatural positions. Like Havertz. Don't be surprised if he brings back Havertz into the midfield. We all know he's a striker. We all know he's a centre forward. But don't be surprised if he brings him back into the midfield. What I will agree with is if he plays Zinchenko, sorry, in the midfield, fair enough, because that's his actual position. He's not a left back, as we know. But at the end of the day, Smith Rowe's left. We sold Smith Rowe. We sold Vieira as well. I always said I was surprised and I was shocked the way how they got rid of both of them. I thought we was going to keep one or the other, because situations like this. And no, I'm not sitting like Arteta can't help the injuries. Of course he can't. Yeah, like this is international break. These players go out there, they get injured. But you have to have alternatives. You have to have backups there. And what are you seriously telling me that Odegaard's backup is Nwaneri, who's 17 years of age, who we've seen on a few occasions? You really genuinely think this guy can start in a massive game, one of the biggest games so far this season, the North London derby away at Tottenham? It'd be his first ever start. Do you really think this guy's going to be thrown in like that? So at the end of the day, it goes back to the transfer window. Yes, we signed Mika Marino, who's now injured, by the way. He's now injured to October. But this is where you got to go back and you got to look at the window where we sold both. Well, we loaned Vieira out, but we sold Smith Rowe and we loaned Vieira. This club didn't have any backup plan. It was the whole. What are you telling me that Nwaneri will be the backup now? Yeah. Let's see what happens, guys. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, look, this is what I'm looking at this way. Yeah, I'm just looking at how the club's looking at it. Yeah, they must be thinking that Nwaneri's a backup then, because who else is going to play in Odegaard's position? Who else will play there? We've never ever seen this manager play Zinchenko midfield before, in terms of starting in the actual midfield. He plays left back, he inverts, but we've never actually seen this manager start the guy in midfield. Timber, again, apparently can play there, but we're not seeing it yet. So it'll most likely be Kai Havertz, Jorginho, and Partey, if Odegaard is really out. But surely they was thinking about this. Like, you have to think about we've seen it happen before with Saliba, and we had to play Rob Holding there. Like, these players can get injured, and Odegaard's got injured. He's our captain, and we have no natural backup for him anymore. Smith Rowe's gone. As much as I don't rate Fabio Vieira, he's gone as well now. He's gone on loan. So you're telling me the backup for Odegaard is a 17-year-old kid who's unproven. He's had good signs and he looks really sharp. And I would love to give this guy opportunity. Yes, but what you are you telling me you guys will honestly feel confident? Inside your opinion, because in my opinion, I will not feel confident. Is we had to play Ethan Nwaneri, his first ever start for Arsenal Football Club, away at North London derby in a massive must-win game. I will not feel confident like that, guys. So for me, it goes back to the transfer window. Edu, I said it before, he's not done what's required. We needed more positions there, and you didn't get them. Yeah, fair enough. You want to sell players, but you got to also replace them. Because this is what happens to the squad now. And yeah, Odegaard, guys, injured. Again, we're going to have to find out what Arteta says in his press conference about it before, we find out if he will play against Tottenham. Hopefully, he will play against Tottenham, but yeah, it doesn't look like great, guys, with the ankle injury there. In terms of other news, injury news, very quickly, guys. Calafiori, of course, came off injured for Italia against France, but he's returned to Arsenal to be assessed. But there's nothing serious about that injury whatsoever. He should be back for the game against Tottenham. Obviously, Mika Marino started injured. Gabriel Jesus set to return for this game against Tottenham as well from his injury that he had. Obviously, Mika Marino still out injured as well. So, yeah, that is the latest injury news there, guys. But listen, I'll talk more about this in terms of the lineup I'll play when I do my preview on Friday. So to stay tuned for that, guys, on the Friday. I'll be doing a preview for that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Come on, you Gunners.